Set your goals high and then stop until you get there. This is one of my favorite quotes because you can use it for many occasions, whether it's for a sport or a simple activity. Today's quote will be used for the game of volleyball. The game of volleyball has been around for many years, longer than most people would have thought. Volleyball was invented in February of 1895 by William G. Morgan in Holyoke, Massachusetts. William Morgan invented volleyball because he wanted to find a less aggressive way for older men to play at the YMCA. Morgan originally called his new game of volleyball Mintonette. But after one game, when a spectator mentioned that the game had a lot of volleying, Morgan later renamed the game volleyball. Over the years, the game was filled with rules and positions and can cause many physical effects on those who play. The game of volleyball is played by two teams, 6 players on each side, in which the players use their hands to pass or hit the ball back and forth over the net, trying to make the ball touch the floor on the court of the opponent's side before it can be returned. To prevent this, the player on the opposing team hits or passes the ball up and toward a teammate before it touches the court. That teammate may then volley it back across the net or pass the ball to the third teammate, who volleys it across the net. A team is allowed only 3 touches or less of the ball before it must be returned over the net. As stated in an article from Bitacano.com, the game soon proved to have a wide appeal for both sexes in schools, playgrounds, and the armed forces, and other organizations in the United States. It was soon introduced to other countries. Most of you have either seen or been to a volleyball game, whether it was on TV, in the gym, or at the beach, but you may not have been completely aware of the rules to follow, the calls of referee making, or the reason behind the different colored jerseys. Some of the more common rules of volleyball that you may not understand, such as a double hit. A double hit is when a player on the court has contacted the ball with their hands unevenly instead of both hands simultaneously. Another rule that you may not be aware of is that you are allowed to use your head and your feet when contacting the ball. There are many other rules that cannot be explained in a short amount of time, so now we're going to talk about the player on the team who wears a different colored jersey. This player is called the libero. The libero is strictly a back row player and is not allowed to go front row at all. The libero is usually the best passer on the team. Although the rules of the volleyball are not the most interesting topic to learn about, every player must learn them if they want to play a sport. But the players I'm getting ready to talk about learned the rules and exceeded in the game of volleyball. They became one of the best female duos in the world. Kerri Walsh Jennings played high school and led her teams to state championships. Later in college, Kerri Jennings led her college team to 4 conference titles and 2 NCAA national championships. Then there's Misty May-Treanor. She started her success track early by leading her high school team to 2 state championships and was named the best high school female volleyball player. Misty May-Treanor then led her college team to the NCAA championship with a record of 36 wins and 0 losses that year. Kerri Walsh Jennings and Misty May-Treanor later partnered up, and together they won a record of 112 consecutive matches and 19 straight tournaments in 2 years. As stated in an article from usatoday.com called Kerri Walsh Jennings and Misty May-Treanor Beach Volleyball Dynamic Duo Following Separate Paths, states that Walsh and May-Treanor are the first beach volleyball players to have won gold in 3 consecutive Olympic Games. Although Kerri Jennings and Misty May-Treanor may make the sport look and sound easy, well, it's not. Volleyball is a very extensive sport and can take years to just even be good and know how to play. Now, the next time you are watching a volleyball game, you can say that you know a little more about volleyball and know exactly what you are cheering for.